Hey guys, StarsFan29 back with another video, and I'm going to show you every character in LEGO Batman 3 Beyond Gotham. And you see, the reason I have not made a video about this in a while since that little gameplay video I did a while back when I was just starting in YouTube. Well, a while after that, I accidentally erased all the progress on my save, and I had to replay it all. But it's okay, because before I saved it, I was at 90.6%. But as you can see, right here, I'm at 93.1%, even more than I was where I erased the progress. And to show you them, I'm going to and this is not going to be a multiple part video. This is going to be the whole thing. So prepare yourselves. So, okay, and it's a lot of space, and one second. You're probably wondering who this guy is, and this is this guy is Conan O'Brien. He's a comedian. And I don't know why he's in the game. I guess they just wanted to include him. But first, of course, is the Dark Knight himself, Batman. How do you like this impression? I'm Batman. And just let me know in the comments on a scale of 1 to 10 how good that Batman impression was. Okay, so here's Batman. He's got some suits. Here is his sensor suit, his power suit, his sonar suit, his space suit, which he can. This is the version of Batman that is capable of flight. Batman's Arctic suit, his electricity suit, and his scuba suit. And then we have Robin, and this is the Tim Drake version of Robin, and he also has some suits, and so this is the regular version of him, and he does have the staff, and there's his hazard suit, his techno suit, and as a bonus, I should show you his little technology thing, and this is a Toy Wonder. Like, it's a play on words because Robin's also called Boy Wonder. He's riding on a surfboard, and Robin's illumination suit, which can glow up. Sorry if that hurts your eyes. Robin's dive suit, which is a lot like Batman's scuba suit. Robin's helmet suit, and this is the helmet of Dr. Fate, and you'll see him later. And I forgot to tell you, if Robin wears this thing, it prevents him from being mind controlled. Next is Robin with his magnet suit, and he's got magnets on his feet, and he's literally holding a magnet. And in his sphere suit, which, well, what that means is he can do this. Like, he can go in a sphere. And those are all Robin's suits. So, let's go to the actual grid, and this is everyone in the game. And next is Alfred. He's Batman's butler, and fun fact, Alfred's last name is Pennyworth. Though, if you don't want to get spoiled, then I suggest you read the comics, like if they're still out now. And Alfred can use the plate he's holding as like a shield, so he can't get burned. And I think he can even throw it apparently. And next is Green Lantern, and this is Hal Jordan. Of course, he can fly, and he can use the Green Lantern ring, and it's actually each of the lantern rings is for an emotion, and green is willpower. Next is Martian Manhunter, or his real name is John Jones, but Martian Manhunter is a superhero name, and he's got this sensor thing here. Batman in his sensor suit can also do that. And he has heat vision, like a certain someone, you probably know him. And there's also, if you hold Y, if you have an Xbox One, then this is Martian Manhunter's true form. He's a big fig. He still has lasers and he can still fly. Except big figs, they can do this little punch thing that shakes things. And that's Martian Manhunter. Next is Cyborg. He also has some suits. He's got this right here. And this is his demolition suit, which is a lot like Batman's power suit. His sonar suit. His space suit, and yes, he can also fly. His stealth suit, and oh my god, Cyborg is a washing machine. Or is he a dryer? Just whatever. This is hilarious. Look at him. His head is inside it. His magnet suit. Oh, his giant suit. He's a big now, and if he's going to fly, then he switches to his spacesuit. And there's his electricity suit. He's got electric wires back there, and there's all the Cyborg, and next is the Flash, and I don't exactly like him, although Chris imagined him as being really fast, but for some reason when he sprints, he gets slower, and I don't get that. Like, was there like an error in the game's files? Like, please tell me what happened with this, because I don't get it. Oh yeah, and he can do this. He can spin around really fast. Next is the one and only Superman, the Man of Steel himself. He's got the heat vision, and if you hold down X, he can use his ice breath. What's this? He can freeze people. So let's unfreeze Batman. And if you hold down Y with him, you can switch to Clark Kent, his human alter ego, and he still has the heat. He still has the heat vision. He kind of lowers his glasses before he does it. He can't fly, and if you hold down Y, there's this cool animation. Goes into a closet and he pops out as Superman. Next is Wonder Woman, and oh, I forgot to tell you, if you fly as either Superman or Wonder Woman, their theme song plays. See? Now switch to Wonder Woman. And she's got these bracelets, and if you press B, she can like shield herself, and if you hold down X, you can throw her bracelet on, or it's something I can throw it at. I need something I can throw it at. Maybe I need to get closer or something. Why can't I throw it at anything? Why can't I throw it at anything? Yeah, I don't care. Next is, now we're going on to the villains of the main game, and here's Killer Croc. You're big fig and you're sprinting into something, it'll break apart, and Killer Croc, he's a big fig, and occasionally the characters, they occasionally have voice, you can hear them saying something, but it's not like Skywalker Saga where they say something when they spawn, when you click on them, and there's no info boxes above. Just, this game is a little older, but it still looks good, and when Killer Croc is running, you can hear the chains rattling, which are on his elbows here, and yeah, and much else to him. And next is the Clown Prince of Crime, the Joker, Batman's arch enemy. Hello, Batsy. I've been expecting you. Okay, I don't have time for this, Joker. I'm gonna go fight Bane. Oh, if you don't know who Bane is, you'll see him later. So Joker's got this gun here. Rapid fire. Or rapid firing gun. And he also has a few variations, and here's his decoy suit. And he's got, and this is Joker's, and he has this he has teeth drone things, and they can go around, they follow him around, and Next is his demolition suit, and he's already a Jack-in-the-Box. So next is his electricity suit. Okay, you two are getting on my nerves. There. This is the electricity suit. And he shoots electricity. This is a flower suit, which he can mind control people with. This is also his mind control suit. His illumination suit, and he's wearing polka dots and he glows up. And his magnet suit. It's just like Robin's magnet suit, and his sphere suit, and this is what it looks like as a sphere, and it's pretty funny. He is wearing a sphere now. There's no expression, and there's all the variations of the Joker, and next is Superman's archenemy Lex Luthor. He has this jetpack, but he doesn't glide, and you can't fly either unless you go to a spacesuit. And he has this ray gun here. This video is going to take a while. He also has suits, his giant suit, like Cyborg, and yeah, probably powered by kryptonite, which that's Superman's weakness. Next is Lex Luthor's hazard suit, his decoy suit, which he summons them Lexbots. Okay, well, 1 second, I need to get the giant suit for a moment. There, that's better. And where was I? Yeah, I was on his shield suit. And this is just a regular version of him, but he has a shield. And the emblem on his chest plate thing is gone. Here's his spacesuit. He can also fly. Yeah, he actually looks like an astronaut. His stealth suit, and he's like the Invisible Man, except he is visible. By not 2 cameras in the game, he is. His techno suit, and he has this stupid thing, Lex Wonder. Like, it's not gonna catch on. Those are all the variations of Lex, and those are all the characters with variations. And now next is Plastic Man. You don't actually play as him in the story. You unlock him while you're doing a little level that you have to do in order to continue. And he is elastic. He's basically this game's Mr. Fantastic. And if you press B, he turns into like a ball. You can bounce around. And if you press B again, he turns back into regular Plastic Man. Next is Cheetah. Surprisingly, she can't jump high. She was supposed to be agile, but not this one. When she can dig, and she's got claws. I didn't need to look at that. And here's a quick look at her. Next is Firefly, and what I don't like about Firefly is that although he's in the story cast, you have to actually unlock him. Not unlock him from playing in the story. And on one of the Lantern planets right here, they're on this map here. Those colored planets. Those are the Lantern planets, and one of those you actually have to unlock and buy Firefly. It's pretty worth it. I think he's a pyromaniac. If you don't know what that is, do yourself a favor. No, that sounds mean. Just look it up, I guess. And the last story character is Solomon Grundy. And I'm guessing he was born on a Monday. Get it? And so he's a very big zombie, and he can control plants that will attack, move there, and Now we're getting to the actual characters that you all need to unlock. Firefly, besides him. Next is Ace the Bat Hound, which this dog decided to Batman was his inspiration, so he decided to dress up like him. And of course, being a dog, he can dig, although he can't use batarangs though. But he does have a sensor mode. They can use them. That's it for Ace the Bat Hound. Next is Adam West, and you unlock him by getting all 30 Adam West, saving all 30 Adam Wests in peril, and by doing that you unlock him. You don't have to buy him, you just unlock him, and he does have batarangs, and that's pretty much it. And he does this funny little dance here, and he actually played Batman in the 1966 Batman TV show. And next is, speaking of the 1966 Batman show, this is Alfred from that show. He's just the same as regular Alfred, except he looks a bit older. Ambush Bug, and he doesn't really do anything. He's just, well, he can jump high. Other than that, that's it. For Ambush Bug, he's not special. Next is Aquaman, the King of Atlantis, and speaking of this, I think you should give the Aquaman 2018 movie a watch, because I love it. I used to watch it all the time in my bed when I went to sleep, and of course he has his trident, and he can shoot water from it. I'm sorry, Batman. Next is Arkillo, one of the Yellow Lanterns. Conan O'Brien, he's kind of like H1NT from that other Skywalker Saga video I made. You can't kill him. And Arkillo is a big fig, as you can clearly see, and he's a lot like Sinestro. You probably know who that is, but Arkillo is not as memorable. He's just in the game because they wanted to make the grid of characters unique, and for this game I actually think they did a really good job, but I'm getting off topic. It's Arkillo, and I wonder if he has a special move on him. No, he just does a ground pound. Though I must say his animation looks pretty good. Next is the Atom, and I believe this is Ray Palmer Atom, and of course, with a name like that, he can shrink, and oh my god, look how small he is compared to Batman. Look at that. He doesn't even go up to his hands. He kind of does, but his fingers. If he had hands. I'm as tiny. Next is Atrocitus, the leader of the Red Lantern Corps, and the emotion for the Red Lantern Corps is rage or anger. And I forgot to tell you the emotion for the Yellow Lantern Corps is fear, but you probably already know that. And he has a cool slam move, and summons this big red bull from his ring. The ring's not actually there, but the red glow around his hand makes it look like that. Instead of shooting the laser from his hand, it's from his mouth, which is kind of weird and gross. And if you're seeing like a Batman bad guys, then remember Bane? Here he is. And if you hold down Y with him, he can turn to his Venom-powered version of Bane. Big fig, and of course pretty much all the big figs can do that. They can chuck a large rocks, and yeah, that's it. That's Bane. The second row next is Bat Cow, and really this is just a cow, but with Batman's cape. He calls himself the Bovine Avenger, and no, I do not speak cow. He says that in the game when you do Bat Cow's missions, the game translates Bat Cow's moves. And he attacks very slow, and he's just a cow with a cape. Next is Batgirl, Barbara Gordon. And just got the batarangs. Where's something I can hit? I need something to hit with the bat. You know, forget it. Next is Batgirl from the 1966 Batman show. Not very different. But now I can hit it. And she can also dig for somehow. And Batman from the 1966 show, and this is Adam West. This is really Adam West, and because that's who played Batman in the show. Though I've already told you that. I'm taking a bit too long, I think. Now, here's Batman from Darkest Night, and here he is a Green Lantern, which I personally find that to be, I think that's pretty cool. Finally, Batman has superpowers. Batman in his Joker disguise, which this is pretty funny, although it's not really Batman, it's more of Joker, but I get where they're going with this, because his tie looks like a bat symbol. He's not wearing a mask, but moving on, next is Batman Zur and R, and I don't really know what that is, and if anybody knows what Zur and R is, then please tell me in the comments. I really want someone to comment on my videos. Next is a Batmite. He's an imp like Mr. Mixie's Pitlick, and you'll see that guy later. And Batmite doesn't have any special abilities, although he also uses batarangs, but he can also fly, but he can't do anything while he's flying. Next is Beast Boy, aka Garfield Logan, and he turns into animals. You probably already are aware of that. And if you hold down Y, turns into a gorilla, a lot like Gorilla Grodd, except green. And if you try to fly with him, he turns into a bird. And has these cool little moves here. Black Adam, and this reminds me of he's not bald like the version of Black Adam from the recent DC movie, who was portrayed by The Rock. You know, he's a lot like Shazam, except he's evil. Black Canary, and she can scream very loud, and it's Sonar. And she's a member of the Justice League. Next is Black Hand, or the leader of the Black Lantern Corps, and they I don't exactly remember what emotion their lanterns use, probably death or something. Like the villain of my Multiversal War movie that you've already seen a few videos of, more than likely. Next is Black Manta, Aquaman's arch enemy, and he's got the lasers, and he can also walk underwater. Like the other characters, they just swim above the water. Another member of the Red Lantern Corps, Belize, and she has wings, skeleton wings. I'm getting a little tired. I'm not gonna stop until I've gone through everyone. Blue Beetle, a member of the Justice League. And he's sort of like Iron Man. He's got the suit, and he can fly. He's got these gauntlets. And yeah, that's Blue Beetle. Next is Booster Gold with his tiny robot Skeets, and he really likes Fang. And then he'll basically do anything to get it. Brainiac, who's the main antagonist of the game, or villain of the game, and if you aim it at something with your shrink ray, or if you on something like this, they'll turn tiny for a few seconds before turning back to their original size. Well, they oh yeah, now we did. speaking of Brainiac, and that's what his minions look like. They don't shrink things, they just attack. They look weird, they're just generic. Bronze Tiger, and he's a lot like Cheetah. He's got this tail, and either that's a mask or that's his actual face. There's nothing behind that. Yeah, that's Bronze Tiger. Next is Batman's human alter ego, Bruce Wayne. And he has this sensor mode, and oh yeah, if sensor mode someone, they look like a skeleton. He doesn't have batarangs, and he can't glide like Batman. And oh yeah, Batman can do this. He can glide. Next is Captain Cold, one of Flash's villains. And you can probably tell what he is. It's like Batman's Arctic suit. This freezes people. Next is Catwoman, or Selena Kyle. She's an anti-hero, and there are two other versions of her. Catwoman from 1966. She also has a sensor. Where's the other one? Oh yeah, Catwoman pre-52. I don't remember this one either. Next is Cheetah in a Robin disguise. This is just Cheetah, but she's dressed like Robin. Cheshire, and she's got claws, and I thought she had a sword, but I'm not judging. It's Cheshire. Composite Superman, which is it's half Superman, half Batman. Surprisingly, he can't throw batarangs. And the Superman theme still plays. Oh, there's still the sensor mode, like Batman. Just look at this, they're both stitched together. Next is Condiment King, and he's one of the stupidest characters I've seen. And his blasters literally fire ketchup and mustard. That is stupid. He's very dumb, and this is how he looked in Batman the Animated Series, which you should give a watch. It's on Max. The Croc Henchman, and this is one of Killer Croc's minions. They don't have guns, and they just hit. Cyborg Superman. Superman theme still plays, and I don't know much about Cyborg Superman. Probably just a made-up one. He's the most expensive character in the game, like 2,500,000 coins. And then, he's half robot, android. Next is Deadshot. He's pretty cool. He's got the sensor thing. He's got these cool blasters on his hands. He's got pretty cool animation too. Oh, whoops, I skipped one. Deathstroke, or Slade, and he's pretty cool. And okay, that was creepy. He's got his blaster, but he also has a sword. Oh, he also has the sensor, apparently. Detective Chimp, and he's also kind of stupid. He uses a banana as a weapon. You kind of should expect that from a monkey. It's not really that special, and he also has a sensor, but I'm not going to show it. Dexstar, I believe final member of the Red Lantern Corps that is in the grid. He's a cat. It's pretty much it, and the Red Lantern ring is on his tail. Dr. Fate, another member of the Justice League. He's got this vest here, and he can fly. And Robin was wearing his helmet in the story of the game. Batman, you're in the way. Next is Doomsday, the monster who killed Superman, and he's quite powerful, and he looks a little bit weird. But when he picks up the stone, his mouth starts moving, and you can have a little look there. Next is Etrigan. And instead of throwing rocks, he has this fire breath thing, and he has a torn cape, and that's Etrigan. And I thought he had a sword, but I guess I was not right about that assumption. Yeah, that's Etrigan. Firestorm, and I remember the Justice League, and they got pyrokinetic powers. Get a little look at him. Frankenstein, and this is not your Frankenstein you knew, and this is the DC version of him. He's an agent of something called SHADE. I know what the word shade is, but apparently it's an organization in the DC universe, and he's apparently a hero. That's good. Next is Jeff Johns, and he's probably one of the creators of DC. He's got a freeze gun. Alongside him there is Jim Lee, and he throws pencils. He flies, and he has a Superman shirt underneath that jacket. Next is Giganta, and you probably don't know this, but she can grow giant because of her name. And look how big she is now. Batman doesn't even go up to her hip, unless you count the ears on his helmet. Here's Gorilla Grodd. He can mind control all others with his that thing on his forehead. Next is the Gray Ghost, and I don't know much about this guy either. I saw him in a Lego Batman movie. He's just got this regular blaster here. Oh, I didn't know this, but apparently he also glides. This is Grayson, which I believe this is a Dick Grayson, the original Robin, or the regular version. Green Arrow, you probably know who this guy is. He uses arrows. This is Green Lantern, and this is pretty funny. Green Lantern is Daffy Duck, which is pretty funny. Suffering succotash, you're despicable. I don't know why he's in the game, but it's pretty funny. Next is Harley Quinn, and Joker's wife, I think, or partner in crime. And she's got this huge hammer. But Quinn, I don't know why you need a hammer oh wait, no, that's a mallet. Next is Hawk Girl. I remember the Justice League, and she's got that mace. Speaking of Hawk Girl, next is Hawk Man. A bit more infamous, I think, although Hawk Girl was replaced Hawkman in the Justice League TV show. Heatwave, another Flash villain, and he's the opposite of Captain Cold. Hush, and I'm not telling you to be quiet, that Hush is literally his name. He's got these two guns here, and there was a movie about him, but I'm not going to spoil it, despite the fact that I haven't seen it. And he's another Batman bad guy, and one of many of them. Indigo 1 of the Indigo Lantern Corps, and they use compassion. She's literally shooting stars, and instead of power, she uses a staff. Of course, like all the other lanterns, she can fly. Next is the Indigo Tribe Warrior, and they don't do anything. They just walk around and hit. That's all they do. John Stewart, Green Lantern, and a lot of people probably like this one. He was from the Justice League TV show, and he's pretty cool. They didn't do much with him in this game. The Joker from 1966. He looks like he has a mustache. And he's got this electric thing. He shoots stuff out of that. And the Joker in a Batman disguise. Surprised he can't use batarangs. He's wearing Batman's clothes. There's only room for one Dark Knight around here, and it ain't you. It's kind of like the Batman who laughs, and he's another character from DC Comics. Probably shouldn't talk about it. They're Joker's henchmen, and this is the Joker Clown Henchman. There are two other ones. The Joker Mime Henchman. And the Joker Space Henchman. He actually looks like he's in space. Cowlback, another big fig, and he's one of Darkseid's members. And Darkseid's actually a DLC, but Cowlback is in the main game, and I don't get that. I asked my dad about him, and he doesn't even know. But it's okay, he doesn't know everything. Probably shouldn't have said that, but let's continue. Next is Kevin Smith, and apparently this guy is very famous, and I don't know that much else about him, but he has a sonar gun. Pretty much it for Kevin Smith. Kid Flash, Wally West, and he's like Flash, and still the slower when he sprints. That's his attack move. So you can't hit him. Killer Moth, another Batman villain. Kilowog, a big fig Green Lantern, and he's got the ring. He's got the ring. And he's a pig. Crypto the Super Dog, Superman's dog, and Crypto has the heat beams, and he can fly. And he's basically he's a remodel of Ace the Bat Hound. The White Lantern, and the reason he isn't down here because his human name is Kyle Rayner, and that starts with a K. And White Lantern symbolizes hope. Hope. I don't remember. Like Black Hand. Larfleeze is the only actual member of the Orange Lantern Corps, and his emotion is greed or avarice. Avarice is another word for greed. And he really likes to say the word mine. He even looks greedy. A Lexbot, which is what Lex Luthor summoned earlier that I killed, and they can't even interact, but they're just robots, and they don't even have legs. They roll in a sphere. Next is Lex Luthor in a Hawkman disguise, and he doesn't even have the wings. Corey has the Lex Luthor emblem on him, and there's also this one's funny and stupid. Lex Luthor in a Wonder Woman disguise. Like, dude, how do you expect to pass as Wonder Woman? And Wonder Woman is a lady. You are not a lady. Now, Lobo, or the main man, he's pretty cool. I'm kind of upset that he doesn't have the flying dolphin. That sounded very weird coming out, and he looks pretty cool. Mad Hatter, and he's another Batman villain, and it's based off the character of the same name from Alice in Wonderland. I don't know which one I'm referring to, the original book or the Disney movie. don't know. Speaking of Batman villains, next is Man-Bat. He gives Batman a bad name. Wait, Man-Bat, Batman. It's the irony. And he can fly. Manchester Black, and he's probably British, which I don't do accents. Yeah, because he is wearing a British thing, and he can fly, and he has a purple mouth. Metallo, and he's powered by kryptonite, and he's one of Superman's villains. He can shoot kryptonite forth from his chest. Pretty cool. Miss Martian, which is like she's like Martian Manhunter, except she doesn't have a true form. She does, but you can't use it in this game. Other than that, she's just a remodel of Martian Manhunter, except she has a different model. Mr. Freeze, and he's kind of like the funny version of him, where he speaks in a Russian accent, and he says ice puns, and that's pretty much it. Mr. Mixie's Pitwick, and the guy who plays in the game is Gilbert Gottfried, the late Gilbert Gottfried. Rest in peace. He can be pretty funny. Yeah, and he's an music meister, and he's pretty funny. He sings. Wow, Batman, do you hate music that much? Nightwing. This is Dick Grayson, or you've already seen Grayson, but this is Nightwing, and he's very acrobatic. Jump very high. So we'll go look at him. Next, the Orange Construct Warrior, and they don't hit, even though they have this orange glow in their hands, but they can fly, and since Scarfleeze is the only Orange Lantern, he makes these to keep him company. Orion, the Dog of War, and he's also related to Darkseid, but he's a lot more heroic, and he rides this chair thing. Wait, what is he ride? What is Orion riding? Parasite, and I don't know much about Parasite either, although I like that he's neat because he's purple. I don't really like the color purple though, but it makes him stand out. I don't know why he does that. He's a penguin, and he can glide with his umbrella. He's tiny. And there's also the penguin from 1966, which is just like the regular one, but with a purple hat. Platinum, which she's just like an omen. Oh, she's also elastic, like Plastic Man. Poison Ivy, another Batman villain. It's okay, and she doesn't do that much. So she controls plants like Solomon Grundy. Polka Dot Man, this is pretty funny. And he can also go into a sphere. It's pretty funny. He throws dots. The Question, and he has the sensor mode. Oh, sorry, I did that. I do to show it off because no one has had used sensor mode in a while, and that's the Question. He doesn't have a face. Well, he does have a face, but he uses this mask to cover it up. And next is the Reach Warrior. Well, he's a Reach Warrior, and they are not Blue Lantern Warriors. You know, that they are evil. You know, they're like insect humanoid hybrids. I'm getting a little bored. Next is Red Hood. This is Jason Todd Robin. Yeah. It's Red Hood, and he's got these blasters. And he can jump high. The Red Lantern Warrior. And I know I said that Dexstar would be the last Red Lantern, but this is just a random warrior. It's got a pretty funny animation there. Red Tornado. Another member of the Justice League. Reverse Flash. And once again with the slow running, but he does have a different sprinting animation here. The Riddler, or Enigma, and riddle me this, riddle me that. Who's afraid of the big black bat? Not me, because I'm him. Oh crap, I'm going. And the Riddler from 1966, and he's not wearing a hat. We're from with a hat on. Robin from 1966. And he has magnet shoes. Robin in the Lex Luthor disguise. He's just wearing his suit. St. Walker of the Blue Lantern Corps, and he's only one. And he uses Hope. Shazam. And if he actually says that, he turns into Billy Batson. Shazam! Okay, there. Sinestro. Oh, the Yellow Lantern Corps, the leader of them. When he fires at something, there are a bunch of projected spiders. The Sinestro Corps Warrior. Oh, he doesn't do the thing, unlike Sinestro. Stargirl. I don't know much about her either. She's got the staff, fires from it, and she flies. Let me get a look. Star Sapphire, the Violet Lantern Corps, and they use love. She's in cahoots for Hal Jordan. She looks pretty good. Superboy. Just like Superman, but he's younger and he wears a different suit. Like red and black. Supergirl. Female Superman. Well, this is her regular version here. But there is also the classic version of her, which looks a little different. Not by much. And the last one of the main characters on Superman in his solar suit. There's not really any difference between this and the regular version of Superman, except he just looks a little different. Swamp Thing, another member of the Justice League, and he's a lot like Solomon Grundy and Poison Ivy. There's also Swamp Thing, the New 52 version. He looks less messy. A Thunderer, and they're prisoners of Sinestro, and they kind of look like Hawkman for some reason. Tim Drake, and this is Robin, and his human alter ego. Toy Man has this toy blaster with not like a toy because it does this. Everything's a game to the Toy Man. The Trickster, another Flash villain, and what's he holding? He's holding a yellow chicken, and he can throw it. Ultra Humanite, a lot like Gorilla Grodd. He's got a really big brain here, and I don't know that much about Ultra Humanite either. vibe. He's like sonar. He can probably dance really good. Wonder Girl. Why is Wonder Woman being playing? Oh, it's Wonder Girl. Wonder Woman in her cheetah disguise. Oh, now you can throw it. Okay. A Zamoron warrior. And they can throw their staff. They don't use lantern powers. They're just gladiators. Zatanna, she's a magician. She can fly. Yeah. And last before the DLC characters is the Fierce Flame, and she's actually a fan-made. Before I erased the progress, my dad told me that the Fierce Flame was just fan-made. With those done, before I show you the DLCs, I want to show you my customs. And this is Theoronix, and he's just made up. He's part of the Yellow Lantern Corps. He's got the same animations as Sinestro. Next is Prince Orm. I wanted to put Ocean Master, but there wasn't enough room to write that. He's got the Trident. I tried. I did my best. Abin Sur, and you probably recognize who this is, and he is the Dying Lantern who gave his ring to Hal Jordan, and so he can pass on the legacy of the Green Lanterns. Azrael, and he's actually from the original Lego Batman video game, and I gave him Zatanna's wand, because they were, like, magical. Prometheus, and he's from the Arrow TV show. I gave him Green Arrow's, Arrow. So he's a villain. Now, the second row, and here's Scarecrow, and I don't know why Scarecrow didn't make the cut for the original game, and here's what he looks like. I couldn't give him, like, a fear bomb, but you'll see an actual Scarecrow here, and this is what he looks like. Clayface, and I couldn't give him elasticity like Plastic Man. I just gave him a ray gun, which I am disappointed, but I really tried. The Yeti, who is also from the original Lego Batman video game, and I gave him Mr. Freeze's ray gun because, he's a Yeti. Glomulus, and he's an actual Orange Lantern, but he's just a construct made by Larfleeze. He was like a best friend of Larfleeze, and according to how I saw it in the comics. And the last of my customs is the Shade, and he uses dark magic. Now to the DLCs, and this is where it gets interesting. Here's Feyor, and first is the Man of Steel DLC pack. If you don't want to get any spoilers, then I suggest you watch the movie. And this is Feyora. Can you look at her? Superman's main enemy, General Zod, second main enemy. I'm surprised he isn't in the main game. It's like Darkseid, but you'll see him later. So that's General Zod. For some reason, he doesn't have ice breath like Superman. He has his own idle animation. Jor-El, and he is Superman's dad, but he doesn't have powers like Superman. He does have a unique looking blaster, though. He actually shoots a laser. Kelex, and Kelex is very strange, and I actually thought he was a projection made by White Lantern. Like, you can see, right? Because here's White Lantern, and this is Kelex. Kelex looks like a projection made by this guy. Laura Van, Superman's mom. They both died in the explosion of Krypton. And speaking of Superman, here he is from how he looks in the movie. For some reason, the Superman theme doesn't play when he flies. Probably because he's a DLC. Tor-Ann, another one of Zod's minions. And last of the Man of Steel characters is the Zod agent. He's just a generic guy. And next is another pack of here's Azrael Batman. And he doesn't have cape, but for some reason he just glides instead of flying, and he has pyrokinetic powers, and he throws batarangs made of fire. Batman from the Brave and the Bold TV show. Very cartoony, and he actually flies with this jetpack. Batman from The Dark Knight Returns, and he's a big fig. I never really got that. Like, I don't know why he's a big fig. My dad told me that apparently he got really swole in order to fight Bane. Batman from Detective Comics 27, and this is actually the original version of Batman, what he originally looked like. Because Detective Comics 27 was his first ever appearance. He actually had a blaster instead of a batarang. Batman from Gotham by Gaslight. Got a weird looking cape. Other than that, he's not any different. Whoa, what did I just do? That's weird. Okay, no. Let's not do that again. Batman of the Sinestro Corps. Oh yeah, so Batman's evil now. That's not good. That's not good. Vampire Batman. You can do this thing. Batman 1966 actually can also do that, but I forgot to show you that. He's got long horns on that, and he can fly. Zebra Batman, which is pretty funny. He wears a zebra costume. Next is Bane from the Dark Knight Rises. That's what he looks like here. He looks pretty good. Though he's not as swole as the actual version of Bane. He does have that Venom stuff on the back of him. Batman from the Dark Knight trilogy. Pretty good. And the fun fact: Batman is barely on screen in 3 Dark Knight movies. Heck, in the first movie, he only gets about 8 minutes of screen time, although I won't do a video on that because I don't want to get copyright sued. Here's Commissioner Gordon. I was surprised he didn't make it to the main game. Commissioner of Gotham. The Joker nurse outfit. And he's from The Dark Knight Returns. Or is it that or Batman Begins? I don't remember him. And he has a bazooka. He was portrayed by the late Heath Ledger. Ra's al Ghul. He was Batman's trainer and mentor for a while. Though he's actually evil. The Scarecrow from Batman Begins, and he has a radical departure from my custom, and he's just a guy in a business suit wearing a bag over his head. Oh, and he has fear bombs that you can throw. They blow up. Selena Kyle, Dark Knight Rises, and it's Catwoman. And she's got the whip and the claws. And next is a SWAT team member, very generic. A very generic character. Two-Face from Dark Knight movie. And I'm surprised he didn't make it to the main game either, and I'm upset that I didn't even make a custom of Two-Face. I hope you can forgive me in the comments. It's Two-Face and Harvey Dent. To Batman Beyond, with Ace from Batman Beyond, and he's just a black dog wearing a purple collar. Terry McGinnis Batman, the titular Batman Beyond, and when he flies you can see his cape. I wish if he flied you could do the Batman theme. I'm not picky. Blight, and he's one of the villains, and he's in fact the main villain of season 1 of Batman Beyond, which I've not actually seen the show yet. And he's a radioactive skeleton. And, wow, I've been filming for more than an hour. That's crazy. Bonk, and he's not a minion of Blight, and he's his own criminal, and he's a big fig. Just have a look at him. Bruce Wayne retired, and he allowed Terry McGinnis to become the new Batman, and he can throw his cane. Now he's retired, and he's not Batman anymore. Ink, and she's elastic like Plastic Man, but instead she throws like paint. I think she throws paint, which is kind of weird. Joker from Batman Beyond, and he also has this electric thing. Mr. Freeze from Batman Beyond, and if you press down Y, he can like go into the spider form here. He walks around like this. Rainbow Batman, pretty funny. Rainbow Raider, and he's actually a Flash villain. And think of that. This is a Flash bad guy. Arrow, and this is the Arrow DLC pack, and he's just Arrow instead of Green Arrow. I want the coins. Canary from Arrow. Instead of using her voice, she has this blaster thing, sonar ray. She's got this stone here. Felicity Smoke, and she has this sensor thing. And if you hold B, she can turn herself invisible. The Huntress, neither hero or villain. An Island Goon. John Diggle, and he actually, no, I'm not going to spoil it, he's related to Jon Stewart. Malcolm Rowan, and he's a villain. Roy Harper, aka Arsenal or Speedy, or you could call him Red Arrow. And I'm Slade Wilson, and this is Deathstroke, but his human alter ego. And now we're going to the Squad. There's Amanda Waller, and she can also turn invisible. Captain Boomerang, and he has he uses a boomerang. What's this? Deadshot, the Squad version, and he's actually wearing a helmet. In the actual game, the mask is his face. There's also Deathstroke, the Squad version. Let me add those coins. El Diablo. He's also pyrokinetic. He's got fire stuff. And he can jump high. has a fire grand slam. King Shark, and he was not actually in the original movie, but it has a harsh rating, and it's called something that I will not say because I'm not mean or vulgar on YouTube. And he has this red stuff on him, and that's a bomb. If he misbehaves, then boom, he explodes. Harley Quinn from the Squad. She's not wearing a suit. She's still got the mallet. And Katana. She's got her Soul Taker, which is a sword that steals souls. A Bat Zorro, and you probably know where this is going. This is the Bizarro League DLC pack. And when he walks, his mask goes backwards. He's the world's worst detective. Bizarro Wonder Woman. Still can't throw it, but when she takes off, it's still there. The main guy, Bizarro, and once again, surprised this guy didn't make it to the main game. The opposite of Superman, he has ice vision and heat breath. Bizarro Cyborg, and he has a wind-up on his back. The main bad guy of the Lego movie, and it's an actual movie, like a Bizarro League. It's on Max. Darkseid, the main bad guy of that movie, and he has his Omega Beams. I'm surprised you didn't get the Parademons. That's Darkseid, and he has this idle animation. Floats around for a moment. Decide, and Darkseid's second in command of the Parademon army. Green Zorro, and he's always afraid of everything. Opposite of what Green Lantern is. And here's what my dad considers the worst Green Lantern, Guy Gardner. He thinks he's a jerk, and he literally shoots chickens. That is a chicken right there. The final row, this is the heroines and villainess pack, and gonna have a bit of trouble with this. So here's Batwoman. Like Batgirl, but instead it's a woman. Well, they're both female. Killer Frost, like a female version of Captain Cold. Apparently she's breathing the ice. Mera, Aquaman's wife, I believe. Plastic. Those plastic things. And it's also a bomb. Explodes. Power Girl. Basically Supergirl from another universe, and I'm not gonna say that because I don't like saying that word. Long story short, she's a goth, edgy. That's all I'm gonna say. The spoiler. Please don't spoil anything. We'll look. Coral Endure. I know there's a name right there. I'll let you read it. And last two, there's Terror, and she throws rocks. And lastly is Vixen, and she does animal things. And that has been every character in LEGO Batman 3 Beyond Gotham, plus my customs and DLCs. See you in the next video.